when we mentioned speciesismo, for example, and like the current day platformist movement, but that's all so recently compared
Yeah.
to, like, and so like the early modern anarchists are like people in like mostly in the 70s, maybe late 60s.
Yeah.
And they were all people who like really heavily contributed to that like misconception of like an anarchist being like uh, a hippie with no plan,
Right.
to put it really bluntly, and like, and that's really unfortunate because like some of those people are like they have like really good intentions. Are you familiar with Christiania? Christiania.
Mm,
So that's like that's an anarchist project in Denmark. It's in Copenhagen in Denmark. I think we called them something at that time with probos. Like they're like people who like protesting hippies. That's the best. That's the best description you're gonna get.
okay.
But like, and a lot of them protested for the right reasons, for like squatting, for like
Oh yeah.
house, that sort of thing. So that's very understandable. But you're also squatting your way into a commune that's completely landlocked, into a harbor that's gonna get that's gonna get police raids like basically every week.
Mm,
That there's just so like there's just not much planning there going on. Like
yeah.
for all the people saying like, oh, Rojava is not true anarchist, for all the people who say that, Rojava is still like the best strategic like how do I phrase that? They went into it with like the most sound of mind, I guess.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think of like the Zapatistas too. Like they're not
Yeah.
anarchists, right? But
Mm.
but they're a project that's related to anarchism in a way.
Yeah.
And it required like, I mean, wasn't all planned, but
Yeah.
but a lot of it was, and a lot of this, it takes organizing, it takes thought, it takes like actual strategy.
Yeah. And it's not like just squatting a bunch of houses and just seeing where it goes.
That's kind of weird because you need that spontaneity, but also you need that kind of planning and structure in a way so that it's more effective. And like that was one of the big things about the Occupy movement, is that like everybody criticized it for not having a plan, or for not having, real goal. And you go like, okay, but it was still valuable in a sense. But also, yeah, maybe it could have been better.